Hello students, welcome to our classes. Today we'll learn about equations. This is the revision class of equations. You how do you solve? Give you all the let's start. Every equation has a variable. As variable. So students, what is variable? Variable is something that varies. So the variables are y. So variable is something that varies. You can take the values of y and so on. Because it is a variable, its value varies. So give you there is an equation called x plus 2 equals to 0. In this equation, it is a variable. 2 is constant. Why it is constant? Because its value doesn't change. 2 will always be 2, but x value can change. So there are two types of equations. First one is x plus 2 equals to 0 only if x equals to minus 2. This is called a conditional. So why it is conditional? Because there is a condition for the equation. So if the equation has a condition that x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to some other value, it is a conditional. And suppose if there is another equation 3x minus 6 equals to 0 for all values of x, for all values. So here there is no condition about the value of x, so it is an identity. Simple. If there is condition, it is called conditional. If there is no condition, it is called identity. So the value of x, students, value of x is known as solution or root. So these roots we call them as alpha, comma, beta. For example, if x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2. So minus 2 is called the root of equation. Or solution of equation. So whenever we say root or solution, we mean it is the value of x. They both are same. If you put the value of x in the equation, it satisfies the equation. So root satisfies the equation. It means LHS equals to RH. I'll tell you, x plus 2 equals to 0. If we substitute the root in the equation, minus 2 plus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, LHS will be equals to RHS. So there are many types of equations, but only we deal with three types of equations here. If the equation has x, that is x power is only 1, then the equation will have only one value. It means one root. This is called a linear equation. If in the equation you see that x power is 2, highest power of x 2, means x will have two values, that is two roots, that is a quadratic equation. If the highest power of x is 3, then the equation will have three values of x, is three roots, that is called a cubic equation. So next we'll deal with simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation. So what are simultaneous equations? Simultaneous equations have at least two variables, two equations. So they should have at least two variables and two equations. So let's see. Example: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to a2x b2y plus c2 equals to 0. So these are simultaneous equations. I'll give you an example. 2x plus 5y equals to 9. 3x minus y equals to 5. So there are two variables, x comma y. Two variables means comma y generally. X comma y, there are two variables and there are two equations. Okay, these are simultaneous equations. These equations provide the same value of x, same value of y. So if you solve these equations, you will get one value of x and one value of y. So you need to find the values of x and this equation. So there are two methods to solve these simultaneous equations. First method is elimination method. In elimination method, you ensure that either x coefficient or y coefficient will have the same value. Let us say, let us make the coefficients of x equal. Here it is 2, it is 3. So let us multiply this equation with 3 and this equation with 2. It will be, first equation will be 6x plus 5 3s are 15y, 9 3s are 27. If 9 comes here, it will be minus 27 equals to 0. Similarly, this equation if we multiply with 2, 6x minus 2y, 5 2s are 10. If 10 comes here, minus 10 equals to 0. So if we subtract one equation with another, so you get 6x minus 6x equal to 0, 17y minus 17 equals to 0, 17y equals to 17, y equals to 17 by 17 equals to 1. So y value will be 1. X value, substitute. So in order to find the x values, you have to substitute y equals to 1 in any equation. We'll substitute it in equation 1. Okay. 2x plus 5y equals x, 5y equals 2x plus 5 into 1. 2x plus 5 equals 2x equals to, that is 2x equals to 4, x equals to 4 by 2. So value of x is equal to 2 and y equals to 1. Instead of that, we have another method that is called cross multiplication method, by which you can easily get the value of x and y. In this equation, the value of x will be b1 c2 minus b2 c1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Y is equal to c1 a2 minus c2 a1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So if you remember this, you can easily get the answer instead of solving everything. We'll try to find the value of x and y in this equation. So 2 is a1, 5. First we need to convert the equation like this. 2x plus 5y minus 9 equals to 0. 3x y minus 5 equals. So please tell me the value of a1 b1 c1. a1 equals to 2, b1 equals to 5, c1 equals to a2 equals to 3, b2 equals to minus, c2 equals to 5. So if you substitute these values in the equation, you will get it. Let us see. X equals to b1 c2 minus b2 c1 by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So b1 is 5, c2 is minus 5, 5 into minus 5 minus b2 is minus 1, c1 is minus 9. Next a1 is 2, b2 is minus 1, b2 is minus, c1 is, sorry, a2 is 2, a2 is 3, 2 is, b1 is 5. So it will be 5 into minus 5 is minus 55. So minus 2 into minus 1 minus 3 into 5 is 50. 34 by minus 70 is nothing but 2. 17 ones are, so it will be 2. Similarly, if you substitute for y, you will get the answer as 1. Okay. Now I hope you understood how to do simultaneous equation. So guys, there are two methods. First one is elimination method. Another one is cross multiplication method. If you don't know these two, that is fine, because in the exam you will be given the options. You just substitute the value of x and y in both the equations. Thus, the option which satisfies both the equations will give you the answer. So that is the advantage of having MCQs. Next we will move to quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. So quadratic equation general form is ax square bx equals to highest power of x is 2 here, hence it is the equation of the second degree. Equation here x is a variable, we know that a comma b comma c are constant. If b equals to 0, guys, if b is equals to 0, we don't have this term, it will become ax square plus c, right? So if b is equal to 0, the equation is pure quadratic. Equation is pure quadratic because we only have x square the equation. If this term goes, we only will have ax square plus c. So it means it is a pure quadratic because it has only x raised to the power of 2. If b is not equals to 0, equation is affected quadratic. Affected quadratic because we have the term x also here. So a quadratic equation, as we have already discussed, has two roots. Okay. A quadratic equation has two roots. We call them as alpha comma beta. So in order to find the roots, we have certain form. Alpha we call it as minus b plus root b square minus 4ac by 2a. Beta minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So generally they will tell us roots are minus b plus or minus root minus square minus 4ac. You can call in any which way, the answer will be same. So alpha plus beta will be minus b by a. So sum of the roots. So when you sum these two roots, you will get minus b by a, and when you multiply these both the roots, product of the roots, alpha comma beta equals to b by a. If the roots are reciprocals to each other. So reciprocal means if one root is a, another root is 1 by a, like that. So if the roots are reciprocals to each other, then quotient of square, I'll change the example because we have it as e comma 1 by e. If the roots are reciprocals to each other, quotient of x square is equal to constant in the equation. It is nothing but a equals to c. If the roots are reciprocals, a equals to c. Another question is how do we make, if you know the roots, how to make the equation? The equation will be x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equals to 0. So x square minus sum of the roots is nothing but alpha plus beta b by a to x plus product of the roots is c by a. If you solve this equation, square plus b dx by a c by a x square dx c by a x square. So you will get the normal equation only. So if you have to make the equation, it will be x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots to 0. So that is how you need to make an equation. The next thing is nature of the roots. So guys, the nature of the roots is dependent upon the discriminant. This is nothing but the delta. The nature of root depends upon root of b square minus 4ac. Let's say root b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4ac equals to 4, then root of b square minus 4ac, what it will become? Root 4. It is equals to 2. If b square minus 4ac equal to minus 4, then minus 4, it will not have any real root, right? Any negative number will not have any real root. So the root will be imaginary number. Okay. So this b square minus 4ac decides the roots of the equation, decides the values of the x. So hence it is known as discriminant. It discriminates the equation. So this discriminant, it is also called as delta. This b square minus 4ac is denoted as delta. Okay. If delta equals to 0, what will be the roots? Roots are real and equal. If delta is less than 0, we have seen here, if delta is less than 0, roots are imaginary and unequal. Third one, if delta greater than 0, delta is greater than 0 and it's a perfect square. Delta greater than 0, then the roots are real, rational and unequal. If it is not a perfect square, real, irrational, equal. This one you need to remember. Okay. So roots will be equal only when delta equals to 0. Okay. All other cases roots will be unequal only. If delta less than 0, roots will be imaginary. If delta greater than 0, real, rational. If delta greater than 0 and if it is not a perfect square, roots are real and irrational. So this one also you need to remember. You need to remember this nature of the roots of the root. So remember this nature of the roots, and if you don't remember anything which I said above, it is fine. You will get the options. You just substitute the options in the equation that was given in the question, and the option which satisfies the equation will be your answer. So one thing is you substitute everything, all the options, and you find the value of x and y, and you remember this nature of roots in the equation. You can easily solve each and every question of equation. Okay students, thank you. This is the all about equations. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you guys.